comes to sacrifice him to God, and when he comes to whack him, an angel catches his hand and says, "You've proven yourself. No need for that anymore. Let's take a mountain goat that is caught in the bushes, and we will replace him with a mountain goat. Take off the horn, turns out to our shofar." Okay? On Mount Moriah. King David comes along 1,000 years later, looks at Jerusalem, says, "That's Mount Moriah." He gets to this conclusion. Not God tells him, not nothing. He comes to the conclusion. And when he says, he acknowledges that the mountain that we're going to stand next to, Temple Mount as Mount Moriah, turns to be the holiest place for the Jewish people. And that is why his son builds the temple around there. And that is why we do the sacrifice around there. And that is why Jerusalem is not the holiest, the only holy place to the Jewish people. The only. Guys, you know the term Holy Land? Not a Jewish term. Christian. We don't have a Holy Land. We never had it. We have a holy city called Jerusalem or Zion. Whatever land we could get around it at whatever time, holy. The land isn't holy, the city is. When we longed for 2,000 years of diaspora to come to this part of the world, it was to the city of Jerusalem. We said if we are longing to come to Jerusalem, not to the land of Israel or Judea or Canaan or all of these names, only Jerusalem. And we built a beautiful temple there. The son of David, King Solomon, builds it around the year 960 BC. It's demolished and ruined in 586 by the Babylonians. We come again, we build another one about 70 years later. I'll tell you all about that later on a different day. That lasts until 70 AD. Then Titus the Roman comes down, demolishes it in the big uprising, and from then we don't have a temple anymore. We're still longing to build the third one. We have to understand that this part of the world is the center of the world geographically. We don't have the Americas at the time. So the only little piece of land connecting between Eurasia and Africa is this piece of land. True about the animals, bird migration, humans, everybody, they have to go through here. Everyone wants to conquer this land for geographical and strategic reasons. The two major roads. They have to. We are stuck here like a pain in the neck to everybody. That's why, since the times of King David 3,000 years ago, there were more than 20 different conquerors coming to conquer this land. Coming from Africa, from Sweden, from Asia, from all over the world. Everyone wants to conquer this piece of land. In the old ages, when you conquer the land, you want the people sitting on that land to be loyal to your gods. Why? You know why? Why I would like to, if I'm a conqueror, I'd like to convert people. So they follow you, yeah, put more impact into it. In times of distress, if you believe in my gods, you will turn to me. We have the same situation, and I hope that I can do these analogies as we go. We have the same situation today in the Golan Heights. We've got a population of Druze sitting there. We are afraid of a future combat with the Syrians. We want the Druze to consider themselves Israelis and not Syrians. So they will be on our side and not be a fifth column in Israel. Okay? We don't believe in anyone's gods. We've got our own. We chose him, he chose us. Kind of a relationship thing going. We just don't believe in any other of these gods, and that frustrates all the other conquerors. I'll jump in time in order to try and narrow things down. About 60 years after the demolition of our second temple by Titus in the year 70, that means in the year 132 AD, one of the greatest emperors of Rome of all times, gets into power. This guy is called Adrian. Very enlightened man. Invents a term called the Pax Romanov, which means the Roman peace. In simple words, you can believe in whatever you want as long as you give me tax. Yeah? Simple way of saying it. This is a huge empire. It's got many nationalities inside. It has the whole of the Mediterranean as their inner lake. They call it our sea, Marus Nostrus, our sea. He is very fond of Judaism. He finds it very, very interesting of the time. It was top moda. Yeah? He had a friend, a very good friend, that is a very important rabbi. He's the guy that closed up the Mishnah, set of external books to the Bible, books of law and order. This guy is called Rabbi Yehuda Anasi. And he comes up and he says to him, or to the Sanhedrin, the leadership of the Jews, look, I'm very sorry about what my previous leaders of Rome did to you. I mean, it was really bad. It was wrong of them to ruin your temple. And I think that you deserve another temple, and I am willing to invest. I'll pay the money. I'll rebuild Jerusalem. I'll make it super modern. But if I'm going to do that, then I won't call it Jerusalem. I mean, Jerusalem's an old name. It's got all of these connotations to it. Let's call it something more hip, more modern. Let's say Ilia Capitolina, the capital of Ilia, his private name, yeah, Ilia. We say, what are you, crazy? You can't do that. This is a name blessed by God, yeah? Jerusalem, he blessed this name. It has to stay Jerusalem. You can't just change it. You want to build a city, don't change the name. He says, okay, fair enough, I won't change the name. I'll build your temple, but when I build the temple, inside I'm going to make it magnificent. It's going to be out of marble, and I'm going to put statues of myself inside, and it's going to be super. We say, you're insane, man. You can't put statues, and definitely not statues of yourself. He considers himself a god, yeah, obviously. He thinks it's the most normal thing. It's going to be nice. He's kind of really cool looking.